A lot of times, folks, and by the way, thanks for having us in your home on this Tuesday. A lot of times you'll hear me talking about a multi-sport day where you can do one sport in the morning and one sport in the evening. And tonight, this evening, I'm actually in Montrose, and I'm sitting here with my new friend, Eddie Anderson. He's the general manager of this establishment. Eddie, can I call you by your first name?
Absolutely.
Eddie, tell our viewers where we are.
So we're currently at the Club at Cobble Creek in Montrose, Colorado, and we're located just about 30 minutes from Ridgeway and about a little over an hour from Grand Junction.
Now, I'm looking off into the distance. Not only do I see golf fairways, golf tee boxes, and putting greens, but the San Juan Mountains are behind us. This is a beautiful area going on here.
It is, and it's really convenient. We have a lot of our members here. We are a club that is open to the public. However, we do have a membership here that is part of the community, and a good portion of our membership is very active in skiing, cross country. You see them running throughout the neighborhood every day. Not only is it a golf course, but it's really a full activity center, and it's close to Telluride, it's close to Ridgeway, so you can easily get away, and in 45 minutes you're in the mountains.
This is such a beautiful setting. Now, typically, what is your season? I mean, do you shut down at all during the year?
So we're unusual. For most golf courses in Colorado, depending on where your location is, you typically have a summer season and then you shut down sometime in October, November. We're fortunate enough that we can continue to operate all the way through December. We sometimes shut down for, obviously January, February, but during those months, we do have a few times when snow melts enough that the golfers can get out there and play a little bit. But for those days that they don't, we have a lot of people here that can, if you're a member here, you can do cross-country skiing on the golf course. So it's really an all-year club.
Now, is it possible? Now, I'm new. I've got a great game. I like to walk. I like the exercise, but my numbers aren't exactly on point, or on par, I should say. Now, is it possible to play golf with snow on the ground?
It would be a little difficult because we typically get about 6 to 8 inches here on the ground at times. Unless you're playing with an orange golf ball, you're going to have a hard time finding it.
An orange golf ball. Listen, there's a bit of a festivity behind us. What's going on?
So Taco Tuesday is one of our biggest events we do. Typically on Tuesdays and Fridays are really our member event night, as well as having the general public coming out here. We'll have live music. You're obviously a big draw tonight, so everybody's a little excited to have you out here. If you look in the background, you'll kind of see some of our members behind you, as well as being able to come out. If you're with the general public, we have a full-service tavern here. We do banquets, events, weddings, just a lot of different things. We've got the best tacos in the area, not to knock anybody else, but yeah.
Eddie, now you said something, you mentioned the word members, and this is a tight-knit community, and it's the members that started something years ago called the Angel Tree. Is that correct?
Correct. So we've got about 300 members out of the residents that live here, 300 memberships. And years ago, they started the Angel Tree program. The great thing about Angel Tree is that it's similar to a Make-A-Wish, except throughout the Montrose area and surrounding area, there'll be trees where they can go and they basically pull off a ticket that it's for a child. If they request a specific item like a bicycle or a specific toy, then they go get funds for this, or they actually go out and purchase, or someone will donate that particular item so that kids will have something for Christmas. It's a fantastic.
Eddie, I started this conversation saying multi-sport days, but also I also want to reiterate, it's never too early to start thinking about the holiday season, and that's exactly what your members are doing with this Angel Tree. Now, is this a well-known tree around town, or are there multiple trees?
It is. There's multiple trees. You'll see them in banks and different places. Obviously, we have a big one here in the clubhouse. Angel Tree is full of good-hearted people. They really work hard. This goes on for several months. It's by far the club's largest charity event that we do every year. There's a large number of people that work on it very hard, and it really is a great charity.
I'm honored to be here on behalf of that, and we're going to be talking more throughout the evening about these upcoming holidays, not just the Angel Tree, but we also have Mrs. Claus that's going to show up, and of course some of your members are just kind of rolling in after their day. Sun goes down right around 6:45 this evening. We'll see it again tomorrow morning at 7:20. Will you have golfers tomorrow morning around 8 a.m.?
Well, it's about 8:30. We'll have them here bright and early.
Well, I can tell you the weather's going to be great, regardless of what sport you're doing outside. What we've experienced up until now and what we will continue to experience in the next several days is pretty much the same thing. We're talking near 70-degree readings around Montrose, mid 70-degree readings around Grand Junction. Today is about as windy as it's going to be, folks. We have that cold front I've been talking about for the last couple of days. I hesitate to even use the word cold front because we're not going to lower our temperatures all that much. We aren't going to get any rain or snow opportunities, and we're just barely kicking around with the wind. If I had to guess, I'd say we're about 5 miles per hour at this area where we are in Montrose County. Eddie, I want to thank you so much for letting me sit down with you and chat about your members, chat about this angel tree, chat about your organization here. This club looks beautiful. Folks, I'm going to be here for the next couple of hours reporting for KREX and KFOX, reporting live from Montrose at the Cobble Creek Golf Club. I'm Russ Pappas. I'm still here. I have not left Montrose. I'm just outside of Montrose. I'm at the Cobble Creek Golf Club. We've been talking a little bit about outdoor activities. We've been talking a little bit about the weather, but in this particular interview, I'm sitting here with Miss Kathy Hoffman. May I call you Kathy?
Yes.
I'm sitting here with Miss Kathy. She's a part of something very special. Now, it's Angel Tree, and I just learned about the history of it. Angel Tree has been around about as long as I've been doing weather. Now, I've been doing weather for almost 20 years, and Angel Tree's been around for about...
We're about 17 or 18 years old, our Angel Tree project here at Cobble Creek.
Now, tell our viewers what Angel Tree is, because it's mid-October right now. It's never too early to start thinking about the holidays or children for the holidays.
Cobble Creek Angel Tree has been working on taking care of the needs of children in Montrose County, as I said, for the last 17 or 18 years. We receive our referrals from local agencies such as Montrose Human Services, the school district, partners, Boys and Girls Clubs, and people like that. And Dolphin House also refers to us. And they don't give us children's names. They just give us their ages, their sex, their needs. And believe me, they have some really huge needs.
Now, when you say the name Angel Tree, it's all about the gifts for the children.
It is, and so what we do, we get this information from these agencies. We put that information on paper angels, which are then attached to Christmas trees, not only here at Cobble Creek, but also around town. And so we will have a location at Timberline Bank here in town. We'll have a location at community banks here in town. We are also supported by the Montrose Realtors, as well as DMEA, and a variety of other agencies also help us out.
So these angel trees with all these little or angels, if you will, are scattered throughout the town, and that's an opportunity for the general public to maybe help out.
That's correct. We have our main angel tree here at Cobble Creek. We adopt out probably about 60% of the angels that we adopt out from here at Cobble Creek. But the need has gotten so great. We served 337 children last year, representing about 170 Montrose-based families. And so that's a big bite for Cobble Creek to take all by themselves.
So just your group, the founding group here at Cobble Creek, they take over more than half of those families. And the rest of it is picked up by the community members.
Correct.
Now, how's the response been from the community members that are the angels, if you will? How's the response been?
It's been absolutely fabulous. You know, we have received not only great response from the community for doing this project, but we receive thank yous from the kids all the time. And, you know, we don't want to know their names. We ask they not put their names on the thank you letters, but the thank you letters that we receive would just break your heart. They're just amazing. And
Kathy, hold on. I am crying on the inside because the holidays are just around the corner. I shop year-round for my friends and my family, and a lot of families that you're serving, a lot of the families that you're helping don't have that opportunity to shop year-round. So this must be a big boost for them.
It is, and we start early because by the time we get the information back from these agencies and be able to put it on the trees, it takes us about a month or a month and a half to do that, and we want the angels to be able to stay on the trees for about a month so that we have time for them to all get adopted, we have time to collect the gifts back, and then we use as our cutoff for getting the gifts back enough time for us to be able to shop what doesn't get donated for the children, and for us to be able to get those gifts dispensed out back to the agencies for the children before school lets out.
Now, historically, Christmas shopping for any family, every family, is always a mad rush at the end. How do you guys handle the countdown, if you will?
Well, the Cobble Creek has a committee of people that do this project. In that committee, we have a subcommittee that's in charge of shopping. And so they take the angels that don't get adopted off of the trees, they shop for them. We have some angels that will come back where they don't have everything that they need, and that's why we fundraise, so that we can make sure that all the angels have exactly what they need, as well as some of the things that, of course, they like.
Kathy, when are we going to start seeing these angel trees around town? Is it time?
You will start seeing the trees go up around the first week in November. And they will be up, and we'll be hopefully getting, gifts back through the first week in December, at which time then the committee becomes extremely busy because then we're shopping for all the kids that didn't get all their needs met or that didn't get adopted. And so that's pretty much our timeline.
So once those trees pop up around town, that's the opportunity for the local community or even anyone who's just passing through town visiting. Yes. We've got this Montrose Regional Airport, which is perfect. And if anyone who's coming to town sees those trees, I couldn't think of a better way to spend an extra couple of hours by helping out the local community.
Exactly. And if you don't happen to have the opportunity to be able to adopt an angel off of one of the trees, please consider contributing to the Montrose Community Foundation. That's who we have our 501c3 through. And then we have our Angel Tree Click and Pledge page there. You just go to their site and...
well, I will make sure to put that... I'm going to put that on our website, westernslopenow.com, along with this interview. Kathy, thank you so much for joining us. On behalf of the Angel Trees here at Cobble Creek Golf Club, reporting live from... So I'm in Montrose. I'm at Cobble Creek Golf Club. I've been here all evening. The sun has set. We still have beautiful colors. We've had a fantastic day. The conditions could not be any more perfect. I'll talk more about the weather in just a moment, but I've been on this kick. I've been here in Montrose at this golf club specifically for the upcoming holiday seasons. And as promised, I have Mrs. Claus with me. This is actually Mrs. Claus for a Cause. Will you introduce yourself to our viewers?
Yes, my name is Mrs. Claus for a Cause. I am here in Montrose, Colorado, and I do put on a event for the community. 17th and 18th of December, make sure you're there.
So now, what exactly? Now, I talked earlier to angel trees, but you're specifically dealing with children, but it's different in the sense that you bring these kids along to go shopping for their Christmas treats. Is that correct?
So what it actually is December 17th is for everybody. You can show up and you get to pick out whatever toys you want. There's Disney princesses, food, fun, there's jumpers, there's bounce houses, there's face painters, you name it. December 18th is for special needs only, and that's a very special day, but it's amazing. It's a free event for the entire community, so anybody that wants to come can enjoy it.
We're getting closer to the holidays, and I've been quoted as saying it's never too early to start shopping for Christmas. I personally start shopping year-round. If I find a deal, I'll get it, but I've only just been shopping for my friends and my family, but you're working with children of the community.
I sure am. So I rely on donations, so feel free to go shopping for me. I would love that.
Now, you said donations because you have some good news to share. You just achieved a status, right?
Yes. I got my 501c3, so I can officially accept donations. And yes, please feel free to donate. I do rely on the toys and the monetary donations and food and volunteers. So last year we helped about 2,500 to 3,000 people, and our goal this year is to help 5,000. So
now you've been aside from this designation that you just received, for the previous years, 3 years, you were doing it on your own dime.
Yes, so this is my 4th year, but the first 3 years I did it on my own. So yes, I did have some donations, but this year I'm a nonprofit, so let's go.
But this is specifically for the children of, is it just Montrose County?
No, anybody that wants to come is welcome to come. We have people that show up from Denver, there's people from California. You can write letters to Santa, we write every child back, but every child gets to leave with toys of their choosing. It's really a magical event. So
now you also, that designated day, December 18th, if I'm correct, for special needs children. Now, you were talking to me earlier about designating a special needs. Is there a need in the community for a special park, an area for these families to go?
Yes, so my long-term goal is to be able to provide an adaptive sports park for the city of Montrose. So if you have a child in a wheelchair, you can take them and they can go on a swing and feel like they are no different than a normal child. And I don't have $1 million yet, but that's where you come in. So we'll see in the next few years if you guys step it up or not. So
Now, Mrs. Claus, what's the response been? You've been doing this for a couple years. How's the community accepting?
it's been absolutely amazing. Everybody donates toys. We have volunteers. Disney princesses, Mickey and Minnie will be there this year. We have Buzz Lightyear and Woody. You name it. We have Belle the Beast. So it's going to be great. Santa, of course. And everything is free. So please come out and enjoy it. It's December 17th for everybody. December 18th is designated for special needs only.
Now, I was talking because one of the differences, a lot of these groups that provide gifts and needs for families during the holidays, they never actually meet the children. They never actually see the families. But with Mrs. Claus for a Cause, that's a different story.
Oh, 1,000% different story. We are out there hands-on, taking photos. What is the saying? It's shaking babies and kissing hands. Could be wrong on that, but something like that. It's absolutely amazing. We love to be in touch with the community. We do events all year long and make sure that we stay in touch, and the kids love it, and they get to meet all of the Disney characters that they've never gotten to meet before, so it's amazing.
Kissing babies and shaking hands. Mrs. Claus, I want to thank you so much for joining us and telling us a little bit about what you do here in the community, but also it goes beyond the Montrose County border. I will be updating our website, westernslopenow.com, with all the information on this interview. That way our viewers can check it out. But your big dates coming up are December 17th and 18th. You also have some fundraisers coming up at the end of October. Is that?
We do. So Horsefly Brewery, we are doing a tap night that is October 28th. It's a costume contest. Part of the proceeds of the entire day do go to Mrs. Claus for a Cause. There will be live music. Mr. Donnie Morales himself will be playing from 6 to 9 p.m. And like I said, there's a costume contest with prizes, so please come out, support your community, support local Mrs. Claus for a Cause, and have some drinks and dress up and have a good time.
Well, here's the thing. Every October, every Halloween, we always get snow in the mountains. We always get some weather pattern coming through. And this year, at the end of October, no different. So be prepared, because until the end of the month, we really are sitting, I don't want to say a stagnant weather pattern, folks, but what you've enjoyed today, what we enjoyed yesterday, that's exactly what we're going to get for the rest of this week. Now, I'll talk more in detail about the numbers, about the sky clarity, and my final forecast. But for now, with Mrs. Claus for a Cause in Montrose at Cobble Creek Country Club Golf Club, reporting live, I'm Chief Meteorologist Russ Pappas.